Hello, my name is Natalia Koulinkovitch. I'm a corporate English trainer at Apalon, and today I'm going to mention several useful sites and applications which are going to be of great help to you in studying English if you're a student and in teaching English if you're a teacher. See, we can of course do it in the old school way with papers and paper flashcards and sticky notes on the door of our toilet from inside. But let's face it, we're surrounded by our gadgets anyway. We take them with us everywhere. So why not make the most of them and actually make them work for us? See, for instance, what really is a must is the 3 applications that we need in order to translate things. Let's say you speak English, your student, your client speaks English fluently, but all of a sudden in a stressful situation they forget the word tamoshnya. How can you explain tamoshnya? You just need the blessed word. Google Translate says it's customs. Problem solved. Sometimes Google Translate, with all due respect, is not enough. See, Google Translate is actually for all languages. And occasionally, when we deal with some bureaucratic terms, or simply when we need some specific terminology, we need something that is focused on the Russian language, the 2 languages, the pair, Russian versus English. Let's take the word grid, for example. Grid, that's часть таблицы в Excel. Grid, that can be literally anything. If you look it up in Multitran, you're bound to see over 12 different meanings. One of them is going to be the one you're looking for. Then, let's not forget about situations when you need to understand what someone is saying to you in English, or you need to say something correctly. There are some magic words that people normally mispronounce, and that is why misunderstandings happen. Let's take the word procedura. You read it in English and it looks totally like the Russian word. That's an illusion. Merriam-Webster is going to help us. It'll teach us how exactly that word is supposed to sound.
Procedure.
See? Shocking, huh?
Procedure.
Oops, who knew? Right. Translation has just been dealt with. Let's deal with teaching and learning then. The applications that are going to help us are in front of you, and Lingualeo is the first I'd like to recommend to you. It's basically your list of vocabulary, the words that you come across in your emails, contracts, news, videos, and that you are afraid not to remember later on. You need them in some kind of personal database. Lingualeo provides you with the possibility of such a database, and you don't even have to pay for that. You can use the free version, and trust me, it'll be enough. It has minuses too, you know. It has quite a few elements of gamification. There is this lion who shows its paws to you. Some people irritated by that. Besides, I've heard complaints that Lingualeo is a bit too positive, that the tests are a little too easy, and so on. So, if you are looking for something more hardcore, try Vocabla. Vocabla, it's the same thing, but they want to make your life a bit more difficult. Consequently, your progress is going to be faster, because you'll be doing the same thing on your own, or maybe with the help of a special plugin. You'll be compiling your database of the words that you need for work and for life. But it's not like we just need vocabulary lists. There's more to studying English than that. We need some kind of variety, a bit of grammar, a bit of videos, a bit of pronunciation rules, and you can get them on yet another useful site, Puzzle English. They provide us with short and longer video extracts with subtitles, which make you feel much better about extracts from various movies. They make you feel like you actually understand what's going on. And your anxiety of, oh my God, I don't understand what's going on, I'll never be able to watch movies in the original, is likely to go away gradually. Then there's two more that we can't ignore. There's Duolingo, which is, let's just say, the light version, because they provide us with the same things. They provide us with various quizzes and with really short explanations of various rules. If you don't want your life to be only about English, try Duolingo. It'll make your progress very step by step. The last but not the least is Quizlet. And that is a lovely thing which we need to talk about in some detail. On Quizlet, what you do is you browse other people's sets of words and create your own. Let's say, for instance, you need to make a system of English synonyms in your head. Let's say you're dealing with customers who probably don't understand you the first time you say something to them, and you want to paraphrase it, say it in a different way. In that case, you need to be able to know as many synonyms as possible: important, crucial, essential, substantial, that kind of thing. You can browse a set of English synonyms on Quizlet. It'll most probably be accompanied with pictures. It'll probably be created by a teacher or by a student. Why not? You can also compile a list of synonyms yourself and either make it visible to everyone or keep it secret. As a teacher, I have a number of classes on Quizlet for different companies where I teach and for different clients. It also promotes competition within the group, because people are able to score records as to whose knowledge of a specific set of words is the best at any given moment. The winner always enjoys that. And the fun part is that there can be a different winner every day and every week. Let's not forget, however, that it's not like we're stuck in the office all day, all the time. Quizlet, its mobile version, helps us to make the most of the waiting time. You know, when we're waiting in line for something, when we're in a traffic jam, things like that. The mobile version of Quizlet is actually good as well. As you can see, you can match the English equivalents and the Russian equivalents, or the English words and the English explanations, or the English words and English pictures. I'm pretty sure it reminds you of some games you've played. It's still a game. You can learn English and play a game, have fun. Why not? And while we're on the subject of fun, let's not forget about movies. I mean, surely sometimes we just want to grab a bite to eat, but we also want to be doing something useful at the same time. Why don't we watch the movies that we want to enjoy in the language that we're studying, that is in English? We can do that on Ororo TV. We can use the subtitles in English or in Russian if it's something specific like House MD. We can also make it more similar to a test and get rid of subtitles altogether. The fun part is that there is a special vocabulary built into your account, and you will literally be memorizing words from a particular movie, the movie that which you hopefully like. Otherwise, you wouldn't have chosen it, right? And once you got tired of using that particular service, your vocabulary is not going to be lost because you can export it to Excel and yeah, keep it or transfer it onto your Vocabulary account, Lingvaleo account, Google Drive, whatever. Look, but sometimes when we are dealing with sites and applications, we need to make choices. We need to make choices whether to use something that's free or to actually shell out for something that's not free and relatively expensive. Sometimes people also care about whether or not they do online is legal, strictly speaking. Let's be honest, Belarus is the kind of country where people are still okay with the idea of piracy, so to speak. But we've made a huge step forward. We now have Netflix. Netflix is a fantastic way to watch movies, and that's something that you're going to consider if, for instance, you can't have any half-legal software on your laptop. If it's a laptop that has been given to you by your employer, for instance. Seriously, Netflix and chill. And that's also good for you at the stage when you no longer need long vocabulary lists of words, when you can really be not studying, but maybe keeping your English up to date and enjoying movies at the same time. There's so much more I'd like to say to you actually, but let's stop right here and I'll be happy to see your suggestions. The sites and applications I probably don't know about or that I didn't have the time to mention in this video in the comments below this video.